Go for it.
Shh.
Has anyone ever read or watched the Percy Jackson series? Many have, right? Well, Rick Riordan isn't the first author to write a story from a Greek hero. In fact, there are lots of heroes that have many authors, including Hercules from Ovid, Odysseus from Homer, and Perseus from Ovid. Today I'm just going to talk about Hercules. One of the most famous heroes, the man Hercules. I'm sure everyone's heard of him, at least in the Disney movie. But the story was written by Ovid and was a bit different. The first thing you need to know is that anything to do with Greek mythology, Hercules either killed, punched, or pissed it off. Hercules has his Greek name Hercules, or by his Greek name Heracles, according to the story, was fathered by Zeus and a woman named Alcmene. And because he was a child of Zeus, Zeus's wife didn't like Hercules very much, with him being an illegitimate child of Zeus's affair. Kind of makes sense. Anyway, that'll be important later. He was a boy, hero in Thebes, when he was around 16 years old, by fighting off a rival country who had laid siege to the land. After a few years, Hercules had a wife and kids and was living a normal life while protecting Thebes. But Hera didn't want him to live in peace, so she went to his cousin, a leader in a rival land. He was the current ruler of Mycenae. His name was Eurystheus. Hera told him to mess with Hercules by giving him 12 great trials. And if Hercules didn't do the trials, that showed that he didn't respect the rule. At first, Hercules didn't want to do it, because there was something to do with Hera. But Hera had people going in the streets telling him to do it, and drove him so insane that he decided he needed to kill his entire family. Yeah, Hercules did that. Greek stories are crazy, by the way.
This is not what I was going to do.
No. The 12 tasks include slaying the Nemean lion, who was basically an immortal lion. He couldn't be pierced because of his fleece, so he strangled it. Then he had to take on the Hydra, a snake-like monster with the ability to grow back its many heads. But because his nephew helped him, the task didn't count. Next came the Erymaean boar, a giant and fast boar that he had to run into a snowbank just to trap. Next, the Syrian hind, a deer that was said to be sacred to the goddess of Artemis. If he killed the deer, then Artemis would kill him, so he had to trap it and bring it back to his cousin. Next came the Stymphian birds, considered to be a demon bird with sharp beaks and talons. He scared them away by playing an instrument the only way he knew how, very badly. Oh, I forgot about that. Next, Hercules was sent to clean the stables of Augeas. Basically, these were a gift from his father, and the cows couldn't get sick no matter what living conditions they were in, so he never cleaned the stables. What Hercules did, he built a trench that came from the river down below. He built a trench and had the water wash through the land. He won half of the herd that way. Next came the Cretan bull, which was basically a golden bull that was owned by the king of Minos. But by the time Hercules got there, it was no longer a prize bull because his wife fell in love with it and made the Minotaur. Like I said, Greek stories are weird. Yeah. Next, he had to go get 4 man-eating horses from the king of Thrace to race them. Another easy task for Hercules. He just fed the king and most of his army to the 4 best horses until they were fat and happy, and Hercules carried them to his cousin. Then the king sent Hercules to the land of the Amazons to steal the queen's golden bow. He did, but not without starting a small war with the Amazons and his men. Next, he had to go steal a red cow from a man named Graham, who had 3 different sets of organs and couldn't be killed unless all 3 hearts were pierced at once. Hercules shot an arrow through the green side. The next thing he had to do, he had to steal the apples of Hesperides, which was told that if you ate them, you would have immortal life. But he couldn't go and steal the apples himself because of the dragon that was there. And there was only like 4 or 5 people who were able to go near the dragon. So he tricked the Titan named Atlas, who was currently holding up to the sky by Zeus, or because of Zeus. He tricked him by telling him that as soon as he brought back the apples, that he would just have a break and he could bring back the apples. But Hercules tricked him back into holding the sky. His final task, I promise, was he had to go steal Hades' dog, a 3-headed dog from the underworld. His name was Cerberus. Hercules gave Cerberus treats and asked Hades if he could borrow him. Hades agreed, and so Hercules was finally free of his task. After the task, Hercules got married again and settled down for a bit. But there was a problem. While Hercules was settling down, he fought wars in the kingdom, and he was living and bringing home the daughters of the kings that he brought down. This made his wife think that he was cheating on him, so she put centaur blood in his shirt and smeared it in, thinking that it would make Hercules love him. But instead, the centaur blood was poisonous, and it burned Hercules from the inside out, killing him. His last word, tell my wife I love her. Thank you.